Well, lost my train of thought that fast already. Welcome back into another episode of Mouse Madness. This is Mouse Madness episode 48. And thank you to everybody that's in here tonight. I know that there are a ton of people going live tonight. Of course, last night was the last night of Illuminations, Reflections of Earth. And, of course, tonight is the world premiere of the new Epcot Forever. So I appreciate everybody and anybody that's in here to see me right now. Tonight, we definitely appreciate it because there's a lot going on. So thank you for taking the time. We will have an abbreviated show tonight, and I know Epcot Forever, if I'm not mistaken, goes off at 9 o'clock. So we'll do our very, very best to get out of here before 9 so you guys can run on over to Resort TV 1 or whoever else it might be to be able to watch Epcot Forever, the world premiere. I know we'll be looking at it, so make sure you guys go see it as well. But thank you all for being here. We are talking Halloween tonight. I want to talk about the Halloween, the holidays, what are some of the fun things about it, talk a little bit about Halloween movies. We'll kind of go over the schedule for the month because we're going to try to keep it themed to Halloween on Mouse Madness throughout the month. Excuse me, there's a burp that's sponsored by D&G. And there's just a lot we're going to talk about tonight. So I appreciate all of you being here. Before we do that, let me say hi to a few people in the chat, and then, of course, we'll do some mousekeeping, and then we'll get started. Brian Eisenhart, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Rachel Susik's here. Pam's fam is here. Rob Fuzz, what's up, Rob? Good to see you, buddy. Mike Wheeler's in the house. Thank you all for being here. I definitely appreciate it. Again, just thank you all for taking the time to stop in. I definitely appreciate it. Oh, Rachel says she's going to be Sally for Halloween. That's awesome, Rachel. I'm sure you're going to look wonderful. Be sure to send us a picture. Let us see. It's the first day of my birthday month, so that would be my birthday. Pam, I guess that's true, technically. Correct. Well, happy birthday this month. Meg's in the house. There's Mickey's Magic. Everybody say hi to Meg. And there's Amy, AJC Magic TV. Welcome in. Good to see you. There's been a lot of sponsoring between Jim and I tonight for D&G. It must be a lot of burps going on. Oh, my gosh. You guys are so funny. But thank you, everybody, for being here. Rockin' Robin, welcome in as well. Thank you for being here. Eric Newman, welcome in. Hope everybody's having a great October. We are into October. As you can see behind me, my calendar for the month of October is the Haunted Mansion, which is pretty darn awesome, by the way. Meg says she can't stay because my eyes are killing me, but have fun talking about my favorite holiday. No problem, Meg. Thanks for stepping in. I appreciate it. Hope you feel better. By all means, get some rest. Dreamer Deborah, welcome in. Good to see you as well. Thanks, Meg. I appreciate it. You have a good night. But thank you for being here. We're going to be here for a little while. I do want to do some talking, go over a few things because we have some scheduling stuff we want to talk about. And we'll talk some Halloween. We'll talk some fun stuff. We'll talk about what we like about the holiday, some movies, some of our favorite movies or villains and stuff like that. And we'll have a good time with it tonight. And, again, we'll go over the schedule for the month, because I have an idea of how I want to run the month, and we'll go over that as well. Yes, everybody, if you could, please hit that like button. I'd appreciate it. Just some real fast mousekeeping. Of course, the Dean over at the Live Place, liveplace.com, family-friendly streams throughout the week, Monday through Sunday, if you're looking for a stream, family-friendly, Disney-related, or other things, too. I got to let the dog out. Go ahead. You can find it over at the liveplace.com. If somebody could throw the Live Place link in the chat, I'd appreciate it. Welcome in, Jack, Sandy Claus, Logan. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Who else? Let's see. Of course, Steve's World, my partner channel. Steve's World goes live on Monday night with Monday Madness. He goes live on Wednesdays with the This and That crew. It's going to vary which channel it's on for that. Be sure to check them out there. And, of course, Saturday with us, making sports night. And we are getting together a really good sports night topic coming up really, really soon. I hope you guys can all join us for that. We'll give you more information as it comes out. And, of course, my other partner channel is Disney Dan. Dan goes live on Saturdays with Disney Fiasco. So be sure to check him out as well. Yeah, who let the dogs out? Wait, whoa. I know. Now you know the answer to that question, Rob. It's me. Jack Sandy Claus Logan says he got his Lego train set today. Oh, man. Or got it done. That's awesome, buddy. Good job. Good job. I think that's it. Of course, we do have PayPal. If anybody would like to help support the channel, by all means, we'd appreciate it. Never expected, never obligated, but much appreciated. We have T-shirts as well. I'm sure you guys have seen all that. We do have a P.O. box, so if you'd like to send us any magic mail, we would love to get it. And of course, we'll feature it either on a stream like this or in a video. We love getting magic mail, so we have our P.O. box as well. Brian, yeah, that's kind of one of the things. I put a poll out on my community page about for Sports Night. We're talking about whether or not athletes should be paid, college athletes should be paid or not. It's going to be I don't want to get into it tonight, but it's going to be one of our big Sports Night topics where I'm going to get several guests on, and we're going to kind of debate it. But I wanted to kind of throw that out there for folks because it's going to be a big one. So be sure to check that out if you have a chance to go over there and do that. I think other than that, that's everything for now. Saria Myers, welcome in. Yeah, it is a good topic. It'll be a good one for sure. And I think we'll have a good time with it. I think we will anyway. But that's in a few weeks. I want to get a few more votes in there to see what everybody's, thoughts are on that. And also, too, because I have to come up with a few guests. Because it won't just be Steve and I. It'll be Steve and I and maybe 2 or 3 other guests. And I want to kind of have both sides, kind of get people that are for and against, so we can have a good debate. It'll be fun. But I do want to talk about, of course, October 1st is here. We got a lot of new stuff happening down at Disney. Of course, last night, Illuminations Reflections of Earth had its last showing. Very bittersweet night, kind of sad for sure. After all these years, Reflections of Earth is over. I hope everybody got to see it. I think Resort TV 1 set all kinds of records for themselves. I think they had over 14,000 people watching at one point, which is pretty awesome. But it was neat. It was a nice experience. Even watching it, live like this and not being there, it was still pretty cool to see it, for sure. I will say that. I think we had a good time with it. Hey, John Hazelton, welcome in. John, good to see you. Everybody say hi to John, Rock and Robin. I don't know if I said hi to you, but welcome in, Robin, as well. It must be toward their schooling, not nothing else. And Robin, we're going to talk about that. We're definitely going to touch on that when we have that subject, for sure. Yep, they went over 14,000 last night for the last episode of Illumination. I hope a lot of you guys saw. A couple people stayed late, and they did this controlled explosion at the end of the night of the main, I'm going to call it boat, where the globe is, I'm assuming, which I thought was really, really cool. You can find it on a couple people's channels. I thought that was really interesting. I guess it was the last time they do that. They must do that. I don't know. Maybe they do it every night. I never knew that, but that was done. That was kind of neat. I saw that. So that was cool. RVing the Disney, Jackie's in the house. Jackie, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. It will be an abbreviated show tonight, everybody, because, again, I want everybody to get over to see the new Epcot Forever. And I do want to touch on that. Speaking of Epcot Forever, what do you guys think? What are we thinking we're expecting with Epcot Forever? Along the same lines, are they going to take some of the ideas from Illuminations, Reflections of Earth, and incorporate it into Epcot Forever? Or are we looking at a totally new show, everything new altogether? I'm curious what everybody thinks. Yes, Meg will be coming on a topic on Sports Night. Yes, Meg will at some point, for sure. Jelly's Journeys, welcome in. Good to see you, Jelly. Hope you're doing well. I'm watching Resort on console. Oh, thank you, Robin. I appreciate you being here. Okay, cool. Yeah, and Saria says she thinks it's going to be all new. I hope it is all new, to be honest with you. I don't want them. You know what? I'm going to take that back because they actually incorporated parts. One part of Wishes they incorporated into Happily Ever After, and it's actually one of my favorite parts. And that's the part where Tinkerbell flies across. They brought that over from Wishes, and I'm really glad they did. I think it fits well with the show. So, if they, depending upon what they incorporate from Illuminations, if they do incorporate something into the new show, depending upon what it is, there may not be an issue with that. Purple dragons everywhere. I'd be all right with that. That'd be kind of neat. I can't wait to see it tonight. It's going to be cool. Jackie says, I hope it's a new show because then it's just a name change. Right, exactly. I agree. Exactly. You want something new. If you're going to get rid of the old show, if you're going to, discontinue the old show, just give me something new. Brand new, all new. And that's what they did with Happily Ever After, which I personally think is better than Wishes. And I know a lot of people are going to be upset with that, but that's just me. Hey, Steve World. Steve's World's in the house. Steve, good to see you, pal. Hope you're doing well. Be safe. Drive first. That's more important. We're just kind of chit-chatting tonight. No real main subject, but we're kind of talking about Illuminations and then, of course, Epcot Forever, which is going to start up tonight. But I did want to talk a little bit about Halloween. Now, for those of you that know me, everybody knows my big holiday, and Melissa and I both, is Christmas. That's the biggie for us. We love Christmas. But there are a lot of things about Halloween that I really actually do enjoy. Things that I think make it obviously unique in its own way. And of course, it's based off of the All Hallows Eve, which they used to do in the old days, where they would dress up to scare away the evil spirits. And of course, the very next day is All Saints Day, for those of you that are into the Sunday school stuff, which I was. But Halloween it's a neat time of the year. It's definitely the scary time. But one of the things I really like about Halloween, for me personally, as a kid, obviously trick-or-treating was always fantastic. But there's nothing like seeing the costumes at Halloween time. No matter whether it's adult costumes, which is what we see more now at Disney, or whether it's the kids' costumes. I'm going to catch up in the chat here. I'm not a big Halloween person, says John. John, me either. I'm really not. It's not really my main holiday for sure. Jackie said Halloween kicks off the decorating season. It's pregame for Christmas. I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. Ray J, welcome in. Hello. Unfortunately, we don't celebrate Halloween here. Oh, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But Ray J, welcome in. Happy Wednesday for you. I guess it's Wednesday now. Are we there? Hope you're doing well. Saria says, give me 31 days of Hocus Pocus Nightmare Before Christmas at the Addams Family, and I am good. And I think on Freeform, you're going to get that. And it's funny because I'm not a big fan of 2 of the 3 of them. Addams Family and Nightmare Before Christmas are meh to me. I love Hocus Pocus, but the other 2, I don't know. I'm just not. It's just something about it. But costumes are fantastic. I know that when we go to Disney, when we go to the Halloween parties, one of the best things about the Halloween parties to me, obviously the show's great. I love the parade. But there's nothing like watching the people that come in. And some of the costumes that they do, they are out of this world. I don't know how these people come up with some of these ideas. They're very talented. They're very creative. And they just come up with some great ideas. And if anybody in the chat, if you can tell me one of the ones that you saw that you were most impressed with, let me know in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. Now, Brian says, last time I went trick-or-treating, I was 24. That was fun. Yeah, I mean, it's a good time. I love it. That's one of the things, again, that's really nice about the Halloween party is even as an adult, you can do that. Gee, Wilson, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for being here, G. Wilson. Hope everybody's doing well. But I love the costumes. So many people, they're just so creative. It's all about creativity. And a lot of folks will do that, and they do it really, really well. Saria says she's very partial to Tim Burton and his type of Halloween movies. You know what? One of my favorite movies is Sleepy Hollow. It's the one with Johnny Depp, and I think it's Christina Ricci. And a lot of other stars are in that movie, too. I actually really enjoy that, and that's Tim Burton. The only thing I don't like about the movie Sleepy Hollow is it's a little too graphic. I wish if it wasn't as graphic as it was, I think I would have loved it. That was the only thing about it for me. I didn't see. Oh, I did see her costume. Yeah, I did see her costume. Hey, Alex Brenner, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. We're just talking Halloween tonight, so I appreciate you being here. G. Wilson says, I am only somewhat into Halloween for my kid and the candy. Exactly. It's just, I don't know. I think Halloween it's a lot of fun, and it's not for everybody. But you know what? Some people love it, like Meg. Meg loves Halloween. It's her favorite time of year. I'm not even going to get into that, Pam, but I do know what you're talking about. I don't do scary either, G. Wilson. I'm with you 100%. Amy, I saw someone dressed as Dreamfinder, too. Anybody that watches Michael K and his brother dressed up as Dreamfinder and Figment. It was pretty cool. They did a really good job on that. Brian said, I still love the time during the holidays. I saw a woman in Disneyland dressed as a Christmas tree with lights and everything. That's fantastic. I would love to see that. I would love to see it. Russ Stapleton's in the house. Hey, Russ, good to see you, pal. Hope you're doing well. You're not late. You're on time. You are right on time, so I appreciate you being here. But we used to see, when the kids were little, for the most part, they really weren't big into trick-or-treating. We would go, down a couple rows of houses, and then they were like, okay, can we go home? But we used to love sitting on the steps, handing out the candy, and seeing all the kids come up in their costumes. They were so cute, so amazing. We loved them. I don't know about you guys, but that's one of my favorite things is just handing out the candy and looking at all the costumes. Soria says, I am much older than my cousins, so when they were starting the trick-or-treat age, I was 15 or 16, so I took them all around town dressed up and got candy too. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. Let's see. Hopefully, Russ got your tweets there from Brian. G. Wilson says, there are some in my neighborhood that go all out and decorate. I saved the decorating for Christmas. That's us. Now, we will decorate. Don't get me wrong. Melissa and I will decorate. We'll put some orange lights up. We have some bats, and we have a really cool door decoration of Goofy as Frankenstein holding a trick-or-treat jack-o'-lantern. It's pretty cool. And we have other little trinkets. But you're right. The main holiday for us is pretty much going to be Christmas. 100%. But it's my favorite, too. I was born on Halloween. It's the best time of year. Love fall. Not into gore, but love that not so scary. Oh, I agree, Pam, 100%. The gore is what turns me off. I can't watch the gore. I just can't. You know, a good scare in here and there, a good jump scare, actually scares me more than anything else. Gore doesn't scare me. It just kind of grosses me out. I'm with you 100% on that. Jackie says she loves handing out the candy too and seeing all the creative. It's exactly right. And they are creative, Jackie. That's what makes them so great. The costumes are just fantastic. Folks really, they just do a great job. They really do. And they're just fantastic with them. But another one of the things I really like about Halloween is all the different, and I'm not big into getting scared, but you have so many different places that do haunted houses. You know, we all have our local haunted houses, whether it's a haunted hayride or a haunted cornfield walk where you can walk through the cornfields and get scared, or you have your traditional haunted houses. You have all those different makeshift haunted houses that they create, and a lot of them are really good and really, really scary. But it's not for everybody. Like, it's not for me. That's not what I like to do. I don't like to be scared like that. What a lot of people do. I don't like to do it at all. I just don't. It's not my thing. It never has been. But it's different for everybody, but I don't like it at all. But they're all over the place this time of year. You get them all everywhere. I didn't jump, Russ. He said, boo, did you jump? No, I didn't. Pam says, I love the handmade costumes, but now my kids older, they want all the store-bought ones. Oh, that's exactly right. Absolutely. And Saria says, give me the scare that makes me jump and laugh. I like the kind I can turn off and go back to normal with and not wonder every time I hear a noise in my house. It's true. I know. I jump at everything. And Alex watches, he enjoys watching Halloween movies. I do too. I mean, I don't know. It just depends. Like, I'm right now starting to watch a brand new series on Hulu called Castle Rock. Now, if you guys have seen it, please don't tell me anything about it. I know season 2 is about ready to come out. And that's what kind of piqued my interest, because I saw the trailer for season 2, and I thought, oh, that looks pretty good. So I didn't realize they had done a season 1. So I went back, and now I'm starting to watch season 1. And it's all Stephen King. It's kind of got some Stephen King overlays in it. Like, they talk about Shawshank. They talk about this. They talk about that. Other Stephen King novels in this 10-episode series. And it's pretty cool. I don't know if any of you have seen it, but I like it so far. Jackie said, I don't like the jump scares at haunted houses. I like spooky but not scary. Yeah, me too. I agree. Define normal. Brian says he wants to take Jennifer to Halloween Horror Nights, but she would never go. I wouldn't go either. I wouldn't. I'm sorry. It's just not my thing. Hey, Noah, welcome in, buddy. Everybody say hi to Noah. Noah's in the house. Noah, good to see you, pal. Hope you're doing well. Again, everybody, thank you for being here. I know it's not a real main topic tonight. We're just kind of chit-chatting. I think I'm trying to pull a page out of Zip and Shep's where they just kind of talk about some stuff, but nothing in particular. So I appreciate you guys being here. I'm just not as funny as those guys are. So I appreciate you being here. Saria says, now, see, I get that. I loved Haunting of Hill House. I started watching Haunting of Hill House. I watched the first episode. It was scary. So I didn't finish it. I might go back. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. But I like what I'm watching so far from this Castle Rock. It's more suspense right now than it is scary. Whereas that first episode of The Haunting of Hill House There's a lot of jump scares in that, so that kind of scared me. So maybe I'll hang with it. I don't know. Maybe Jean Guard, welcome in. I think this is your first time in here, so thank you for being here. Everybody say hi to Maybe. I hope I'm saying that right. Maybe, welcome in. Good to see you. We're talking Halloween. Going to be talking some Disney. We're having a good time. Thank you for being here. Blake AM, welcome in. Blake, Disney Nerd Herders, Charlie and Stacy. And speaking of Charlie and Stacy, the Disney Nerd Herders, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock on Disney Nerd Herders channels. And if one of my mods can please throw their link in the chat, I'd appreciate it. We have the honor, Melissa and I, of being the guests of Charlie and Stacy tomorrow night for the Not So Ready for Prime Time. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock p.m. on Charlie and Stacy's channel, the Disney Nerd Herders. Check it out. We're going to have a great time. I'm sure they got something up their sleeves for us. So come on over tomorrow night at 7 o'clock to the Disney Nerd Herders channel and check us out. We're going to have a good time. And thank you to Charlie and Stacy for having us on. We definitely appreciate that. Let me get caught up in the chat here real fast. Brian says a lot of King books are set in Castle Rock Dark. Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. For sure. Absolutely. And props, Walt. Where's your Pumbaa outfit? I know. I'm just not, that's not my thing, I guess. Alec, Kay Atwood, welcome in. Kay, good to see you. All around in Mass. Yes. Oh, it is filmed in Mass. Okay, great. Maybe Jean Guard. Is that right? Is it maybe Jean Guard? Maybe I apologize. Little Darlin, 715, welcome in. Good to see you as well. Jim, thanks for sending everybody over, buddy. I appreciate it. John, thank you for throwing their link in there. It is going to be a great show. We're going to have a good time tomorrow night. Exactly. Pollock, welcome in as well. Good to see you. Pam Shannon says, Disney Nerd Herders, you guys are so creative. Love the little games and questions you come up with. They are creative. That's the one thing we aren't. We're getting there. We're trying. I got a lot. That's the other thing I'll go over at the end of the night. A lot of things that we have coming up, Melissa and I. Shep is Pumbaa, not Walt. Exactly. I agree. Jim, more sunshine, please. Jim, thank you for sending everybody over, buddy. I appreciate it very, very much. It's going to be a light night tonight, so I just appreciate everybody that's here to spend their time. Again, we're going to head over to Resort TV 1, probably about 10 of, so everybody can get ready for Epcot forever, or at least Epcot for the next 25 years. That's probably about how long this show will last. Let's see, what else we got? Saria says, I can watch every King movie except Misery. Got through 25 minutes and was out. Well, you know what? It's funny. You talk about Stephen King movies. I don't know about everybody else. I appreciate that, Pam. And you know what? Actually, we're going to have a bracket this month. We're going to have a Halloween-type bracket. So that's coming. I'm getting it together now. I'm not going to tell you what type of bracket it is, other than it's obviously Halloween-themed. But I'll get into that a little bit more as things go on. But for me, when it comes to... Oh, Brian, I appreciate that, buddy. We try. We do the best we can. We got a lot of stuff coming up, Melissa and I. Lots of vlogs coming up. She doesn't know it yet, but we got a lot of stuff coming up. Paul McDonald, welcome in, buddy. Everybody say hi to Paul. But speaking of Stephen King, the one Stephen King film, I've seen many of them. I've seen, you name it, I've pretty much seen all of them. The one that really scares me, or at least it scared the bejesus out of me when I was a kid, and I read the book, and the book scared me too. And, you know, to most people today, they probably wouldn't be scared by it, but it's Salem's Lot. Salem's Lot, I saw that as a kid when it came out in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s. It scared the crap out of me. It just did. I don't even want to get into it, but it did. It just scared me. I did not like it at all. Alicia King, welcome in. Alicia, welcome in. I think this is your first time here. Everybody say hi to Alicia King. Welcome in, Alicia. Good to have you. We're talking Disney. We're talking Halloween and scary movies and stuff like that. With October being here, we're kind of getting in the play, you know, in the spirit for sure. Salem's Lot, Jim. I'm sorry. It just scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. It just did. Yes, the original Salem's Lot, the one from the 70s. David Soul was in it. James Mason, David Soul. Oh, it scared me. It just did. And I heard that they were thinking about making a remake of it. So I don't know if I could handle it today because I'm sure they would make it a lot more scary. Let's see. Rockin' Robin says, "Well, the theme brackets you do can be the setup for this and that costume nights if they will." For sure, I know. Awesome. Let's see here. Let's see what else we got. I appreciate everybody. You guys have. That's one I haven't seen yet. I got to go. Got to get on that. Yes, Alex, watch that one for sure. Surya says the original St. Elmo's Lot. Yeah, it was. It was. Oh, it's so scary. I can't even talk about it. So many different scenes in that movie. I just. It's tough for sure. Cujo. Yeah, Cujo was tough to watch too, Alex. I agree. That cemetery was scary for sure. Sarita said, I just found Misery horribly mean and couldn't do it. Yeah, it is. It's tough to watch. It definitely is. Especially the scene where she puts the board in between whatever. I won't get into it. Jim, that movie is scary, man. Let me tell you, that scene in jail, I don't even want to get into it. I can't even talk about it. Don't give up on us, baby. I remember that song. That's David Soul's song. If us older people know who that is. It's like his only song he ever had. I know which one you're talking about. But watch Salem's Lot. If you guys have not seen it, it's all jump scares. Okay, it's not gory. It's not like that. But I don't know. It's just tough to watch. It's tough for sure. Creep Show. I just recently rewatched Creep Show. It does not hold up. Yeah, I don't know how I would feel about Creep Show, Jim. I'd have to rewatch that one. But see, the problem I have, Surya talks about The Mist. Here's my problem with The Mist. I'm not into gore. I'm just not. I can't get into gore. And too much of The Mist was gory to me. I mean, I get it. They're dying violently, but it doesn't have to be like that with every single person. And I guess that's what I didn't like about that movie. I like the concept of it. I like the constant fighting to stay alive kind of thing. But I don't know. The Mist was okay. It just wasn't great for me. A lot of older movies don't hold up. Rob, you know what? I don't know. It just depends. Graphics are fine, but there's a time and a place for certain scares that if you put them in correctly and at the right time, they can really be effective. And some of the older movies can still do that. Just for me, like It, the original It and all them, they were okay. But even the new ones, I won't watch those. They're just not my thing. But I liked Pet Sematary. I liked Christine. I liked Carrie. I love The Shining. Who doesn't love The Shining? Shawshank Redemption is probably my favorite film of all time. That's Stephen King. The Green Mile, that's Stephen King. The Running Man, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, The Running Man, that's Stephen King. Those are all Stephen King. So Stephen King he's not all horror. Freddy Krueger is another one. Nightmare on Elm Street, the original one, which, of course, for those of you that don't know, Johnny Depp was in when he was just a kid, was pretty scary as well. I agree 100%. I like a good storyline. Overused gore in scary movies just to fill it. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's all it is. I agree 100%. A lot of the older horror movies are pure gore and are hard to watch. It depends on what you mean by older, to be honest with you. You're right. It just depends. But, there are some that have a little bit of it. It's not really necessarily gore, but it's just effective enough that they show just enough graphics that it's scary. And Rockin' Robin, that's exactly where I was going to go, is Michael Myers and Halloween. Now, Michael Myers is not major gore, but you see just enough to upset you because you know what you're seeing. It can be scary. Halloween is the other one that scares me. Michael Myers scares me. He just does. Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th, he don't scare me. He never has. Michael Myers scares me. We saw The Ghost and Mr. Chicken the other night. Pretty sure King didn't write that one. No, I don't think he did. Yes, Universal Monsters are awesome. I agree with you, Kay, for sure. Cat's Eye. Oh, my gosh, that one goes so far back. I don't even know. Is that even still in syndication anywhere? Can you even get that anywhere? My favorite scary movie is Ernest Scared Stupid. I'm not a horror movie fan, but love the original Universal Monsters. Yes, the original Universal Monsters are pretty awesome. My favorite has always been Dracula. I'm not a big Frankenstein fan, but I did like The Mummy as well. He was another one. Keep in mind, Running Man was written by King under the pseudonym Richard Bachman. Right. You're right. I like the original Halloween 2. I liked Halloween 2 in the, that's when they're in the hospital. And when she's in the hospital, it's like the same, Halloween 2 is really a continuation of the same night from Halloween, the original, where she's now in the hospital and he's still coming after her. So I enjoy Halloween 2 a little bit more. I don't know. It's just something about it in the hospital like that. I thought it was pretty cool. I watched Elm Street the first time on a sleepover at a cousin's house, and the water broke up, and with the scratches all over my face, I would be too. I made the mistake of watching the original Last House on the Left when the reboot was coming out. Oh, I know. I agree with you there. Oh, yeah. Ghostbusters is great, too. Rockin' Robin says, Walt, would you do if Michael Myers walked in your room now? That's not even funny. I'd be dead. I'd be in trouble. I'd be in a lot of trouble, Rockin' Robin, for sure. Blair Witch, you know what? Blair Witch is scary. Charlie, for something where you really don't ever see whatever it is, you know, the unknown can be just as scary as the known. Not knowing, it was pretty scary. Now, see, Jeepers Creepers to me, little darling, that was too gory for me. It was just so graphic, I couldn't take it. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, Halloween 2 is really a good one for me. You could argue that Frankenstein's monster was a zombie. Yeah, I guess basically he is a zombie. You're right. That's a good point. I agree 100%. Blair Witch was scary because it gave me vertigo. Oh, I know. The point of view camera was, it was horrible. I agree 100%. Wasn't scary to me. It was just eerie and then over dramatic. Well, yeah, it was. It's funny because Blair Witch is based off here in Maryland. Really? See, I've never gone to the movie theaters to see a horror film. Never. Never done it. Yep, it's Captain Kirk. That's exactly right, Brian. Captain Kirk. That's him. Yep, you're 100% correct. I can't do that one either, Pam. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one from the 70s, I can't watch that. No, me either. I don't either. Scares me too much to watch. Yep, agree 100%. I know what you did last summer. Remember that line, that line, Scary Movie? Yep, I remember that one too. No, he didn't eat brains, but he was the dead brought back to life, and I guess that's what a zombie is dead brought back to life. I think that's what he means, Kay, when he says that. You're right. I don't know that he necessarily eats brains, but he is the dead that's brought back to life. A friend that went to see Blair Witch, we used got motion sickness. I would agree with that 100%. I would have got motion sickness too. You know what? The first Paranormal Activity was different. I think that's why I liked it, because it was something different. I kind of thought that was kind of cool. And I'll tell you another one that I think is really, really, really cool. Brain. Oh, I remember that too, Rob. I can't watch that movie. But I'll tell you another movie that I thought was, and it had some gore in it. Now, I wish it didn't. But I thought it was really good, and it's a scary movie. It's a horror film. But the whole concept was just so different. Was Cabin in the Woods. Has anybody seen Cabin in the Woods yet? Great. Brian. I never saw The Ring. Jackie. It just never interested me. It didn't. It just never interested me. I was like, you watch a film and in 10 days or 7 days you're going to die. It just didn't. It didn't interest me. I get it, and a lot of people say it scared the crap out of them, but no. Scariest movie ever, Howard the Duck. But Cabin in the Woods is, I won't give away the plot line, but watch it. It's different. It's definitely a different type movie, but it's a horror film for sure. And Thor's in it, so check it out. It's not too bad at all. But there are lots of other things. Obviously, scary movies, scary houses, so many different things. Loved it as a kid. Howard the Duck. I did not see Howard the Duck. I had no interest in Howard the Duck. The Conjuring in theaters. During one of the scariest scenes, a lady jumped, grabbed me, and we both screamed the room down. We all ended up laughing in the theater after. Oh my God! Oh, the end. Rock and Robin. If you're talking about the end, is that the one with all the comedians? I think. I think I know what you're talking about. Steve says, "Made it home." Well, I'm glad you're home, Steve. Welcome home, buddy. Hope you're doing all right. Welcome in. We're just talking about kind of scary movies and stuff like that. Annabelle. Never seen the Annabelle movies. Now, see, Jackie, I hate to disagree with you. I am not a Shyamalan fan at all. I have not, out of all the movies M. Night Shyamalan has done, that at least the ones I'm thinking of off the top of my head, I have not been a fan of any of them. The Sixth Sense was probably his best, and even that one I was with. The other ones I do not like. I'm not a big fan of Shyamalan at all. The Signs was terrible. The Village was meh. Lady in the Water was meh. What other one? He did a couple other ones too. I don't know. I'm just not. I hate to say that, but I'm just not a fan of M. Night Shyamalan. I don't know why. I just don't. I'm not a good fan of him. Oh well, no. She said she liked him, right? Yeah, his movies aren't scary, but they're okay. I mean, it's just not my thing. Yeah, that's another one. The Happening. I didn't like that, Steve. I didn't. I didn't like that. Yes, it was pretty scary in parts. I agree 100%. But there's a lot to do. I do want to go over a couple things with you guys. Starting next week, because I know we're coming up on 8:40 here, and we only got about 10 minutes to go, and I want to go over a little bit of Disney news too. Next week, we're going to be doing a bracket. It's going to be a Halloween-themed bracket, and, of course, we'll start it, and it's probably going to take us 2 weeks to do it, so that's why I want to start it next week. So come on back for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do a Halloween-themed one. The others did a good job at the scary, quick jumping and making you think about what was going on. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Yep, I remember that one. We went to see Friday the 13th, and we were near the end, and the lady behind me got to leave. Jason came back, and she grabbed me. Amityville Ding Dong was not that good. Yeah, I know. Shyamalan and Ding Dong. Amityville's pretty good. Amityville Horror is pretty good. The original one. I like that one. Oh my God, watch them again, Mouse Talk. I don't know, Jackie. I hate to disagree with you, dear. Usually we're on the same page, but I don't know. Rockin' Robin says, Walter Three Bears, scary movie because you try sneaking into that house. I know. I wouldn't want to get into that house either. It's true, 100%. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine it. But Jurassic Park was scary. You know what, Steve? It was, I don't know if scary is the right word. It was definitely thrilling. I'd say it's more of an adventure. It was a thriller. I don't know about scary. I was never really scared. I was more like, oh my gosh, get away. I guess maybe that's scared. Maybe. Like Lady in the Water, it definitely wasn't scary at all. I love dinosaurs. It never scares me. Well, if you ever come to Maryland, I will bring my ballerina costume and we will watch all the movies and see if you get scared. I'm sure I will. Steve, we gotta talk, man. We gotta talk, brother. I'm telling you right now, we gotta have a talk. Poltergeist. I don't know, man. Alex, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Poltergeist. It was okay. It was okay. The original. I will say that. The original. But what else did I want to? I wanted to touch on a couple things. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but if you haven't, somebody can throw the link in there. Thank you, John. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you so much. If you guys haven't seen it, somebody throw Steve's link in there for his Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party loot giveaway. Be sure to check that video out. Make sure your children are not in the room. I'm just kidding. Talk about scary. No, I'm just kidding, Steve. You know I'm kidding, man. But check it out. It's pretty hilarious. Okay. The little girl was the scariest thing about that movie. I know, I'm telling you. Wait, Steve told you had a ballerina costume. Rock and Robin, go check out his latest video. You'll see it. I think they just put a link in there. You'll see it. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right, Pam. Go see Meg next time, Steve. It was funny. But what does everybody think so far about the Skyliner? I want to get on the subject of Disney for a little bit before we head on out. I really think the Skyliners are going to be awesome, and I'm someone who's afraid of heights, but I actually think that the Skyliner is going to be pretty cool. It looked smooth. It's not too high in a couple areas, like when they go over the Caribbean Beach Resort. That one's pretty high. I will say that one looks pretty high, but the rest of them, I don't think they're really that high off the ground, which is kind of nice in my opinion. So I'm not too worried about them. But what do you guys think of the Skyliners? I think they're pretty neat, and I definitely love some of the merchandise for sure. She's gonna give you a tutorial for tomorrow night's this and that. That's a good idea. You're gonna need that, Steve. It looks so amazing, not that bumpy. No, I agree, Noah. I don't think they look bumpy either. I thought it looked pretty cool so far. I am excited. I hope to see it, ride it when we go in December. So, tomorrow's a surprise. All right, tomorrow's a surprise, everybody. Jackie, I'm with you. I can't wait to try the Skyliner either. But I will say this, couple things about the Skyliner. First and foremost, I don't think I want to ride in one that has the wraps on them. As much as I love the character wraps on the outside, from what I've seen of the inside, it looks like it's hard to see out. And I want to see out. I want to see the different Skyliner views of all the parks and the surrounding areas. So I don't know that I'll necessarily want to do that. I agree, Amy. I think it's going to be a fun ride too. It does look awesome. I know people down now and use it all the time. Okay. And I don't know. I just think they're really cool. I will say this. I don't think I want to ride in one that has a wrap. I just don't know how well you can see out of them. I want to ride one that's without a wrap because I want to be able to see out. Now, the other thing I think they should do, and somebody said this the other day, and it kind of touched on what I thought. I think the insides should be decorated in some way, shape, or form with the characters, or the overlay when you hear the music. I mean, not the music. When you hear the person talking, that should be one of the characters that's overlaid in that car. So if it's the Seven Dwarfs, maybe it should be Snow White who gives you the information of we are now entering the Caribbean or overtop the Caribbean beach. And why can't it be Snow White that does that? I think you could do that. It is a game changer. It definitely is. Now, whether or not they'll incorporate that further into other parks, like over to Animal Kingdom or as far as Magic Kingdom, I don't know yet. We'll have to see about that. But we'll see. The wrap on Skyliner might be good for people with height issues to start with. It might be. That's true. That's very true. I agree with that. Staying at the Pop and Art may will be at a premium. Could be. I agree with that 100% too. But I like the idea of them making it a little bit more themed on the inside. I just think they could do that. I really do. I think they could do that. Whether it's the benches or whether it's the person that talks, like if it's the Haunted Mansion, when the person comes on, maybe it's the ghost host that's telling you all the stuff. They could definitely do it. Yeah, it could be a full experience, Jackie. That's exactly right. It could be a full experience, absolutely 100%. There's no reason why they can't do that. They could easily have all that filmed and recorded and put them in there. Kay says, I have heard that you can see well out of the wrapped ones, but the cameras can't focus. Ah, okay. All right. Okay, that's different. Okay, but for us vloggers, us YouTube folks, that is a game changer to a point because you want to make sure you have the right type of car then if you're filming. In 6 minutes, I think someone needs to do a Skyliner challenge. It's 6 minutes. Oh, it's 6 minutes. Yes. Oh, absolutely. Okay. I've yet to see anyone ride it at night and vlog it. Exactly. Gee, Wilson, that's a good point. I haven't seen anybody ride it at night. Now, I don't know what the schedules are of when they stop riding them, but I am interested to see, how far in advance do they shut them down for the night? Like 20 minutes before the park closes, or do they stay open after the park's closed so that people can get back to their resorts? I wonder how they're going to do that because you're right. I haven't seen anybody ride it yet at night, which is too bad because that's one of the things I want to see more than anything else. So the wrap So the wraps on Skyliner talk in the form of the wrap you're in. Yes, pretty much. Let's see. Eric Newman says Monorail never had different voices. No, it didn't, but that's what can make this unique. I agree. They didn't. They are still running now. Okay. Yeah, Steve, but I haven't seen anybody yet, Steve, that's done like a night video yet, which is too bad. I would like to see it at night with all the color, with all the lights and everything. Well, Amy, I still think it can be a game changer because let's say you're at Hollywood Studios and you want to go to Epcot. You don't have to take a bus. You can take the Skyliner. So, or you're at Epcot and you want to get to Hollywood Studios. It's another way to get there. I think it can be a game changer. I think it will ultimately be if they can get it to the point where it's connected to all 4 parks in some way. Yeah, it probably will be that they're open for 2 hours after parks close. Oh, 11 p.m. or so. Okay, interesting. Yep. Well, she's going to announce every time they go over a certain period, John. I think that's the thing. Oh, my God. Would the gondolas need one for the Orlando International Airport? Could you imagine if they could do that? That's a little too far away, I think. But I don't know. I think that I like the Skyliner. I think it's a great addition. I wasn't sure I was going to like it, but I think I do like it now. Other than that, I know that they have a few other things. The Scat Cat Club opened over at the Port Orleans restaurant, French Quarter. I don't know too much about that, but I guess that's a new restaurant that opened up over there. It's called Scat Cats Club. That looks pretty cool. So I don't know if anybody's going to be going over there, but that just opened up. Let's see. Jackie says, I think they should have made one of the Skyliners with plexiglass glass bottom. Oh, see, I couldn't ride in that. Jackie, if they did that, I couldn't ride in that. And I will say this, Brian, they really want it evened out. They even say that to folks to make sure that it's even. So you don't want all the weight on one side or all the weight on the other side. I wouldn't want to actually be in one that swings, to be honest with you. I need that smooth ride. But I'm also afraid of heights, so that could be it too. It would be a great view from I-4 Noah, but I don't know that we're ever going to see that, buddy. They used to have a restaurant, so now they remodeled it. That will be nice. Yeah, and that's what it's called. It's called the Scat Cats Club, and I guess it debuted today. So that is now open over at French Quarter. And you're right, Amy, they needed a restaurant over there for sure. They will expand it. Josh Nortino wrote it with someone from the company that built the Skyliner, and he said they plan to expand, but nothing to announce. Okay, that makes sense. Absolutely. All right, guys, well, we are going to get ready and head out. I want to do some final mousekeeping, and I want to make sure all of you are ready to go for Epcot Forever, so you can get over to Josh and Jenna. When you go over, let them know Mouse Talk sent you. Just let them know we sent everybody over for the premiere of Epcot Forever, and we'd appreciate that. I do a few mousekeeping things to let you know about. Again, we are really close to 1,800. I think we're at like 1,732. That's close to me. We're still 68 off. But if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. We're getting closer and closer to 1,800. Yes, thank you, Steve. If you could hit that like button, I'd appreciate it. Just give us a thumbs up on the video. It helps as well. Of course, Dean over at theliveplace.com. Be sure to check them out. Family-friendly streams throughout the week. Our partner channel, Steve's World. Steve goes live on Mondays with Monday Madness, Wednesdays with the Disney, Saturdays with myself for Sports Night, and Disney Dan on Saturdays with Disney Fiasco. Check him out. Again, tomorrow night on the Disney Nerd Herders channel, Melissa and I will be the special guests of Charlie and Stacy, and we are going to have a ton of fun. That's at 7 o'clock tomorrow on the Disney Nerd Herders channel. Be sure to check them out. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate that, Rob. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. Be sure to check them out tomorrow night. We're going to have a great time. They have a really good format, Charlie and Stacy, for the show they do. I think they do a great job. I think it's going to be fantastic. So be sure to check that out. Other than that, guys, again, we do have a P.O. box. If you'd like to send us any magic mail, I'd appreciate that. Special. Yes, you are special for sure, guys. But yeah, if you'd like to send us anything, we do have a P.O. box. If someone could throw that in the chat, I'd appreciate it. We do have PayPal if you'd like to help support the channel. T-shirts, things of that nature, anything. We always appreciate anything anybody ever does. It's always much appreciated, never expected. We're just honored to be a part of this community. But be sure to check us out again tomorrow night, Disney Nerd Herders. It's going to be a lot of fun. I want to thank all of you for being here. Check out, we got a lot of new videos coming out, Melissa and I. We've got a big 7-part series that we're going to be coming out with. I'm going to leave it at that. It's going to be a lot of fun. You guys are really going to like it, I think. It's an informative series, but it's a good one, I think. And I think you guys are really going to like it. And other than that, we'll be back on Thursday with Disney Talk Thursday. We're getting that together as well. Thank you, John, for posting that. And other than that, guys, head on over to Resort TV 1. Let them know Mouse Talk sent you. I think that's everything. I just want to make sure I didn't forget anybody. Other than that, guys, thank you very much. Please take care of yourselves and each other. And we will talk to you guys really soon. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for being here. I definitely appreciate you. God bless.